This is one of the strongest groups in the increasingly fragmented armed opposition. Ahrar al-Sham boasts a force of at least 23,000 fighters spread across the country. From the beginning, the Syrian opposition has seen ideological clashes and now increasingly armed conflicts too.
We are a Syrian Islamic group that is fighting on Syrian land.
And that is one thing that sets them apart from the al-Qaeda-linked groups like Jabhat al-Nusra.
As for Jabhat al-Nusra, they are a group fighting in Syria. We are an independent Islamic group, and I stress independent because we do not have any loyalties to foreign powers.
Their vision for the future differs too. They see post-Assad Syria as an Islamic state with the rights for minorities, but their state is still Syria. Ahrar al-Sham didn't join the Western-backed Free Syrian Army. It also didn't join the ranks of al-Qaeda groups. It says it is a Syrian nationalist movement that doesn't accept any group that implements a foreign agenda. Ahrar al-Sham says it gets its funding from individual donors. What is clear is the group's rank and file are mainly Syrians, and Ahrar al-Sham prefers to keep it that way. While Abu Sa'ad al-Suri says Ahrar al-Sham won't classify any group an enemy, but he didn't rule out that happening in the future.
Extremism has no place in Syria. We do not impose on people what they cannot tolerate. There are some so-called Islamic groups that are cells planted from the outside, and they are not Syrians. And anyone who has policies against the people of Syria, at the right time we will take the position that we need to take.
There have been confrontations between the different groups over power and ideology. Ahrar al-Sham is now trying to resolve what it calls misunderstandings between individuals.
We are the majority, and both sides have approached powerful groups like us to resolve the issue. We agreed to appoint a Sharia committee, and they agreed to respect its verdict.
They don't like to be called the kingmakers in the power struggle within the rebel-held north, but Abu Sa'ad insists their legitimacy comes from being Syrian. We are from the people, we work for the people, he says. They are presenting themselves as part of the solution. They now need to live up to their promises. But it is their guns that make them a force that cannot be ignored. Sana Khuder, Al Jazeera, Idlib province, Syria.